Hi, it's me, and today we'll be walking through my Notion template, the study tracker. Let's dive into the page and see how it works. The first thing you see on the page is the study streak. You can increase or decrease the days by using the plus and minus buttons and reset it if the study streak breaks. The next is this Gate 2027 page in which you can customize your roadmap according to yourself. Now let's create a study session. You click on this button and then you select a time for which you're gonna focus. And this is the page created for a study session. You can select the time, exact time you started the session. And you will see that the time was current time, so it is showing in the current tab. And if the time is of future, then it will be shown in the scheduled tab or upcoming tab. Next, we'll be selecting the end time of our session. We need to click on this include time button and then we can change the time of the session end. You can see there that the time was early, so it is shown that the time you ended the session is early. If you ended the session exactly on time, then it is on time, and if you ended the session late, it will be shown that you ended the session this much late. Next, you can select a module for whichever you did the study session. You can write anything related to the study session in this specific page, and whatever module you selected, you will see this page in that module. Now I'll show you if you want to have a time which is not specifically given here. So for example, 4:30 minutes is not here, so we can simply create one for our 30 minute, and we'll need to change it into that tab on the main page here. You just need to duplicate a button and then you change the name and the time of that button, the time allocated and the name. Now let's see how to create a module. You click on this new button, a new module is created. You can select a cover photo, you can upload a photo or either link an image. All the study sessions of this particular module will be shown in this page. For the exam type, you can select any specific relevant, for example, Gate Phase 2, and you can also change the color. And in this gallery tab, you can also filter the modules. For example, now Gate Phase 1 and 2 are both visible. You can play and pause the time using the stopwatch and see at the end of the day what time you studied. This study graph is connected to the stats database. On the home page, I have filtered out 7 pages for this database. The data you type in here will be synchronized to the graph shown on the right side. In the stats database, you don't need to create a page individually daily. It will be created automatically. At the end of the page, you will see the backend, which has 3 things: study sessions, which has all the study sessions you have done till now with all the information about them. In the modules database, you will have all the modules you have created until now. Similarly, in the stats database, you will have all the days and the time you spent studying each day. Now let's set this up for yourself. Firstly, we'll need to duplicate the page. Click on the link in the description. And then click on the duplicate icon at the top right corner. You will be redirected to Notion if you are logged in, else you will need to log in first. Add the page to your private workspace. You will be able to see the page at the end of your library. Now you can customize the page according to your specific needs and wants. You can change the cover, icon, colors, etc. For example, I am changing the title of the page to My Study Tracker. Next, we'll need to set up the graph for your specific data. For that, you need to go into a browser and go onto a website named Chartbase and log in into Chartbase using your Google ID. And the dashboard will look like this. You need to configure your Notion into Chartbase first. So we'll create a chart, for example, a line chart, but there is no data visible. So to configure your Notion, you need to click on Share My Database. And after configuring your Notion, you need to select the specific page you want to share with Chartbase. Then create chart, a line chart or bar chart, whatever you like. Select the X and Y axis. For X axis, we are selecting date, and for Y axis, we are selecting study time in minutes. Then you will see the data here. You can customize the graph according to your specific aesthetics. And you can also edit the filter. For example, I am editing it for last 7 days of data. I'm using a dynamic range. That means the last 7 days will be shown automatically. Then you will click on the Get Embed link and copy this link. Now we'll come back to a Notion page. Replace this specific part and paste the link given. Now whatever data we put into the stats database will automatically be synced to the graph shown here. You need to refresh it for the data to be visible. That's it for the tutorial. Hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.